In May 2023, the United States announced the end of Title 42, a public health policy that had been in place for over 3 years. Title 42 allowed for the rapid expulsion of migrants who crossed the border illegally, but it had been criticized for denying migrants their legal right to request asylum. With the end of this policy, the Biden administration introduced new regulations to impose tougher consequences for those who cross the border illegally. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and Department of Justice, DOJ, have finalized a new rule to encourage the use of lawful and orderly pathways for immigration to the United States. Under the new rules, migrants who did not use official asylum pathways or seek protection in other countries first would be considered ineligible for asylum in the United States. Non-Mexican migrants would be most affected by this measure. To counter disinformation from smugglers, the U.S. launched a digital campaign in Latin America and coordinated with Colombia and Panama to stop smugglers passing through the dangerous Darien Gap.
We intend to provide current affairs in 5-minute packs. Please support us through your likes and shares and subscribe our channel for more 5-minute video packs.
While the new regulation was part of President Joe Biden's border enforcement plan, it was also designed to encourage the use of lawful and orderly pathways for immigration to the United States. The rule presumed that individuals who did not use lawful pathways to enter the United States were ineligible for asylum. However, non-citizens could rebut this presumption based on exceptionally compelling circumstances. The regulation was set to take effect just before midnight on May 11, 2023, causing confusion among migrants who had been trying to cross into the United States before the new limitation on asylum would prevent most of those who crossed illegally from seeking asylum. Some migrants had gathered on the Mexico side of the border, uncertain of their fate. Asylum seekers who had already arrived in the United States were also affected by the new regulations. Those who had entered the country illegally but had established a reasonable fear of persecution or torture in their country of removal could still be granted asylum. However, they would face criminal charges that would prevent them from re-entering the country for 5 years. Since the start of fiscal 2023, 1.4 million migrants had been removed from the United States, and almost 10,000 smugglers had been arrested. With the changing policies, chaos was expected, and President Joe Biden had deployed an additional 1,500 troops to the southern border to assist with administrative functions. The United Nations had predicted that the number of migrants crossing the dangerous Darien Gap between Colombia and Panama could increase to as many as 400,000 in 2023, up from an estimated 250,000 in 2022. The UN's refugee and migration agencies had released a report stating that nearly 100,000 people may have already made the crossing so far this year, 6 times more than in the similar period last year. The U.S. had pledged to assist Colombia and Panama with intelligence gathering to dismantle smuggling rings operating in the Darien Gap. Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, believed that the new rule would encourage migrants to seek access to lawful pathways for protection and reduce the number of people arriving in the U.S. unlawfully. While the DHS had prepared for the end of the Title 42 public health order, Mayorkas urged Congress to act on President Biden's immigration reform proposal and bipartisan legislation to fix the long-broken immigration system. In conclusion, the end of Title 42 marked a new chapter in U.S. immigration policy. While the new regulation aimed to discourage people from arriving in the U.S. unlawfully, it also posed a challenge for asylum seekers. The coordination efforts between the U.S. and other countries to shut down smuggling rings and improve border security were a step in the right direction. However, more needed to be done to address the root causes of migration and provide safe and orderly processes for people fleeing humanitarian crises to lawfully enter the U.S.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos.